Hey everyone, so it's been a while since I last posted a video and I just wanted to reconnect and share some news with you and also just ask your opinion about the matter. So first of all, there was a lot of questions in the comments of the video of Ex-Aikido guy finally trains for real. I think that was the name. Basically, the phrase Ex-Aikido guy, Ex-Aikidoka, that brought a lot of questions. Okay, so what the hell is happening? So is Rokas still Aikido? Is he not? And I promised to clarify. So what do I mean by that? So actually, there's multiple levels of why I specifically wrote that. So the first initial level is that I used to call myself for people to identify myself to know that it's me. I used to write that I'm the Aikido guy or Aikido versus MMA guy. So first was Aikido versus MMA guy, then I went to Aikido guy. And after I told that I'm done trying to save Aikido, that I'm going to focus more on developing myself and finding the best answers rather than trying to reinvent the bicycle, I still published another video where I wrote that I'm the Aikido guy, and a lot of people were upset. They were like, well, you're not Aikido anymore. And I thought, there's some truth in that up to a certain level. At the same time, there's a few other levels. So one of those levels, I do not really identify myself so much as an Aikidoka anymore as I used to. I'm not a BJJ guy either. I'm not an MMA guy. I'm very much new at this. But I feel identifying myself as an Aikido guy, as an Aikidoka, it's not necessarily helping me develop. So what I really identify myself with right now is a seeker, a person who's searching for answers, a student. I also give information as much as I can. I share, I present it, but just limiting myself and narrowing down myself to just Aikido doesn't seem right anymore. There's so much that we can learn out there. There's so many answers that I'm inspired about, so many directions. I'm becoming more familiar with the spear self-defense system. I'm training some BJJ, some MMA, so I'm just really enthusiastic about so many things that it makes much more sense to identify myself as a seeker, as an explorer, as a martial arts, self-defense, combat sports practitioner rather than just Aikido. And so that's the second level. And the third level, actually probably the most important one for you to hear, the one you want to hear the most, is that question of, so do I still do Aikido? Am I still running my dojo? And this is a big subject that I need to address and open up and share some news with you. So when I started to realize that I do not want to try to save Aikido anymore, I did work in the meantime with a certain kind of revamped version of how to teach Aikido, how to present it in a modern way. So lose the mysticism, add more aliveness, make a better structure. So like Ukemi, the rolling part, I really broke it down into 110 exercises from the most simple one to the better one, weapons the same way. And I started doing this with techniques. And actually, honestly, to tell you the truth, it worked out really well. My students really enjoy it and they're learning very well. But at the same time, that question of, okay, so am I really doing myself a favor by trying to save something which is not the most effective, not the best practice for what I'm searching for? That question kept coming up, and I decided that, especially since I ended up announcing that I'm not trying to save Aikido anymore, I am still interested in this question. I plan to film a few videos and share my discoveries on what I learned and how can I see where Aikido can work into self-defense. But I'm definitely not as enthusiastic about Aikido as I used to be. And I decided to narrow down my dojo. So basically, we're looking into with my group to make the dojo much smaller. So just to do it for ourselves, I'm planning to teach much less. So basically, I'm doing a break from training and teaching Aikido and focusing on developing myself, diving deeper into other subjects, becoming a stronger instructor as a self-defense instructor and a stronger fighter, a stronger personality. I just really want to learn and find the best answers and share those answers again rather than trying to reinvent the bicycle. So yes, to summarize, I am slowly losing my identification as the Aikido guy. I am moving on to the next step, to searching for better answers, to redevelop myself, to rediscover myself, which is still a journey. It's the Martial Arts Journey channel. It is a journey, and hopefully you'll be interested to go along with me as I find these answers. After hearing this out, I'll definitely film some more videos in the future just clarifying, so what's the new direction, where are we going for, what are we looking for. Just to give a short glimpse, it's just exploring. So what are martial arts? What's the role of martial arts, especially traditional martial arts, in a modern world? How can combat sports improve you as a human being? Or obviously also martial arts. What's the place of self-defense? What's the difference between all the three? How can you become safer? All these questions I think are very valuable, and I'm really inspired to explore them through this channel, through this medium. It's just going to be less focused on Aikido. That's the only thing. And of course, Aikido will always be there. Aikido is always going to be there in my heart. I'm always going to be interested to take a look back again at it and to ask, okay, so what about this place? Where can Aikido benefit this practice? It's too much in my blood. I can't let it go completely, but it's just not my primary focus anymore. And I wanted to ask you, so what's your opinion about that? Do you support me? Do you think that's a good step? Do you think I'm making a mistake? Do you think I should just ignore all my drive and stay with Aikido and try to just reinvent Aikido and focus on nothing else? I'm really curious to hear what's your opinion. How do you feel about this message? How do you feel about this decision? And I'll definitely look into the comments and listen into what you have to say and just reflect more about this decision, this plan, and whether it's the best one and how to move on from here. Otherwise, a lot of great videos are coming up, a lot of great interviews. There's a podcast that I started releasing, a lot of good stuff. Hopefully you will enjoy it, and I'll leave you here right now, and I'll wait for your comments below.